the wheel. To find the glory, got to make your life shine. You gotta be working to get the woman and the wine. Kick the beat and get your hands in the air. Shuffle it deep cause it's an African affair. To Buffalo Park and our home at St. George's. We're bringing the silverware back on the gorgeous. That's the way of the warrior. That's the way of the warrior. That's the way of the warrior. That's the everyday warrior. Down, coming out of PE town. One drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot.
Get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino spot.
Gino spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Center Stage. All right, and welcome everybody. We are here with Booshle G and Luke Palframan. They're both part of the band, and we saw the guys at the Volksfeest this weekend, and we just want to say thank you for all the support that you guys gave us the Volksfeest as well. Those of you that were there, it was fantastic. We are starting straight away tonight because I know you've got to get finished because you need to get out of here as well. So we are first of all, thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to Fitch and Leeds who have been supporting us not only here in Gino Spot but also live. They've been amazing, and I know they involve themselves in all sorts. I'm sure you guys have done gigs where they've been involved as well. They're really supporting our local entertainers, which is great. Music or whatever they're doing, with me it's comedy. It's fantastic. And we have now, obviously with Volksfeest as well, we saw you guys there. You guys were performing fantastically there as well, but we had a ABBA show. The ABBA just went so nicely, and we've just as part of the intro as well. How's it, Brendan? I see Brendan's online already. We've got Brendan online as well tonight. We're going to show so that's our motor mouth. He does all our motorsport stuff, and we're gonna show a video now as to what's happening. He tells us what's happening over the next couple of weeks. And especially now, I think this weekend's coming as well. It'll be fantastic. But let's do Brendan's little section now for the rallying, because that looked really interesting. I think he's going to do it. Let's have a look.
The thrilling roar of rally cars will soon reverberate through the Longmore Forest as rounds 5 and 6 of the National Rally Championship return to thrill both young and old. Once again based at Mentors Kraal on the outskirts of Jeffreys Bay, spectators can get up close to the national teams as well as the many regional teams that will be taking part. The action kicks off on Friday the 5th of July with the street parade through Jeffreys Bay before the first cars go off from Mentors at 1 p.m. sharp. Thereafter, the daunting Longmore Forest beckons with 3 gravel stages during the day and 3 night stages. Saturday for round 6 will be another 6 gravel stages. Spectator guides will soon be added to the Algoa Rally Club Facebook page, where you can stay up to date with all of the action. Save the dates of 5th and 6th of July. See you in the forest.
Holy moly, mud and splats. No, those rally guys are completely insane. So if you can get down there to watch, watching live must be really crazy. And I think he's got some sort of poster as well that he wanted us to show us, which Gary's just downloaded. We'll slot that up as soon as it's ready. And the other thing was obviously the ABBA. Oh, there it is. Is that in? He's got it. He's got the picture for us as well. He's always involved with stuff. Let's have a look here. The Gaya National Rally. That's what it is. It's this weekend in Jeffreys Bay, at the Longmore Forest. Download your spectator guide. Excellent at motor-mouth.co.za. Make sure you go and support him as well. He's a classic guy, and he's a boat. He rode these power boats as well. The super awesome. Fast power boats. Crazy. All right, let's have a quick look at the. We did the Wildsfeest. Yeah, and we had an ABBA show, which we are now launching, and we have our first show on the 14th. There it is, on the 14th to the 17th of August at the Impetus Theatre, which is in Circular Drive. It's a new theatre for us, which is great. It's like 500 seater, which is fantastic. The sound is amazing. It's got this tiered seating, so it's a proper theatre, which we haven't done for quite a while, since the Boardwalk Amphitheatre, which we used to do all the time. But let's have a look at we made the news. Let's just show the news clip. Let's do it.
In the Kirkwood Mountains, celebrations were still in full swing at the Spa Wildsfeest Festival.
This festival was started in very humble beginnings in 2002 with 2,000 people, and it was based on a vision to promote the area other than the citrus significance.
Husband says the festival has grown to over 40,000 people over 3 days and attracts people from all over the world.
At the time that we run the event, there is a significant presence in the valley of hunters, international hunters. So the lodges bring those people as guests to this event. We get a lot of international travel in from expats who make this a marked event for their celebrations.
Bloody amazing! It's the best place to be at this moment. It's a good enjoyment, good friends and family, having a good time like always.
Mayor Sole Tulukas says a festival of this size provides a multi-million rand boost to the local economy.
We pride ourselves to be associated to this festival of this magnitude.
All right, it was amazing. They had their own SABC cameras were there.
Yeah.
But what an amazing crowd. I mean, I think there were like 15,000 people there, and they were pretty much there the whole day. You guys played earlier in the afternoon.
So we played on Friday at 4:00 and on Saturday at 1:30.
Oh, because so 2 nights. Two days.
So the 2 days, and obviously the Saturday was absolutely packed. It was
amazing.
It was amazing, man. It was really, really amazing just to see. Obviously, it was my first time being at a Wildsfeest completely. And I was received very well. Obviously, when I started coming on, like there was this one guy that was like, "Hey, dude, when you came on, I was a bit unsure about who you were, but otherwise, no, Shem, you did well. So the reception was really good.
Oh, good. Because I mean, it's such a big festival as well. I mean, I think like they said, 40,000 people came through the gates, and at any one time on stage, you can have between 10,000 people and 15,000 people. It's amazing. Yeah. So, and I mean, how do you find it differs from doing a small audience to an audience like that? I mean, how do you change things?
No, really, it is different. What's interesting that for Wildsfeest, we kind of had slightly different sets for both days. The first day came and we were like, okay, this set won't like this. How we do today won't necessarily work for the next day, because playing for smaller venues is very different from playing for bigger venues, and you have to like. And also, like, everyone was like sitting down on chairs, so that was also something that was kind of weird as well. So I was like, okay, how do I adjust myself? So there definitely is like an adjustment that needs to be made playing from small shows and for big shows, and this was definitely the biggest show that we've played so far, and definitely like a learning curve
crowd wise for sure.
For sure, definitely. And obviously, like, you apply yourself slightly differently in that sense. And I think for me, like, it was the biggest card. Also, like, it was my first Afrikaans event as well, so that was also like another thing that I had to kind of like take into like into consideration. But it was really cool, man. I really enjoyed it, and
they're a warm crowd. I think
definitely
they're warm to you.
I think once you've got them,
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, sure. And like at first they're like, okay, let's check out
check it out.
what this thing, what's going on.
I was
here.
in the crowd
But
when you guys were playing, and the guys were like, yeah, they were enjoying it. When you played These Days at the end,
yes.
The one guy said, "Oh, I know this song." So it's really nice for an original, original artist like yourself to put your stuff out there, you know.
No, definitely. And
it's I like I said, I mean the difference between the small crowd and the big crowd. I don't know if I don't feel as nervous with such a large thing. It's almost like you almost detach from it a little bit. You've got to work the crowd.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. It's kind of like a machine turns on when it's a bigger venue. And that machine kind of turned on. But actually, like probably for one of the first times this year, like I kind of like, you know what? I'm here just to enjoy the space. I mean, it's my first time at Volsys. Also want to experience what's going on here. So I actually came on, even on platform as a guest. I was like, hey, man, listen, I just want to contribute to what's happening today. And it was amazing. It was really, really amazing. But there is that machine button that needs to be turned on. It's like, okay, cool. Now I need to like work the crowd. I need to like engage and make sure that how are people responding to the things that I'm saying? Are they laughing? Also like everyone's so far away that I can't hear because I've got in-ears in that are like very like that are molded to my ear, so that I can't hear if people are like laughing or responding or clapping. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing, and but afterwards was actually quite amazing. Afterwards, there was like a long line of people waiting to take photos. I
saw that
and I was like, okay, so that means that it was good. It worked out quite well.
It didn't work for me. It was like after the show, somebody said, "Oh, there's people waiting for autographs." And I went out there, and there was one person who said, "Do you want autographs?" No. I was like, okay. But with Booshle G, everybody's there inside here.
It was a blessing. It was really a blessing.
And it just gets the name out there, you know, the whole band out there, you know. And I love to see the fact that the band is actually expanding. I see you've got some guys, guitarists now. And, bass player.
So like I've gotten Zach to join me on. Because it's so difficult nowadays. Like, I want to make sure that I have a team that I can call on whenever I need, whether it's 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people type of thing. It's like I have people that I can call on because every show differs slightly, like depending on where it is and who books me.
And that's going to be a big one,
But I think I'm quite adamant and sticking with the people that I'm with, and because I think the guys have been with me from the beginning, and I want to try to make sure that I stick as much as possible. Obviously, like you never know what.
I mean, I know Luke's been with you. Now, Luke Palframan, it's a famed family. We've got Steve, his uncle, is your uncle, eh?
Yes.
Is a Springbok cricketer, Wiki, was the Wiki?
Yes.
He's a Springbok Wiki.
He's here.
Yeah, is there as well. Actually, we can let's have a look at some of the comments coming through now. I see Marion, is that from overseas there? I got it. Oh, there we go. We got it. Well, I hope she's got something there. Good. And then Michael Clement, he's down Dombury in Russia. I don't know what that is.
It must
be Hazard.
Must be.
Hazard, Gino, I guess. Thank you, Michael. I don't know, it's Czech or whatever. There's the Clement is there's another thing. I think Steve Palframan. How's it, Steve? We've just been speaking about you.
Yeah.
And I don't know what Steve's doing at the moment. Are you coaching?
Yeah.
And in Slovak, there we go. I thought so.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, it's good evening.
Asanda's there as well. Aware, Luke, she says. And Elbury Sampson, how's it, Elbury? Elbury is the wife of our weatherman.
Oh, wow. Okay, all right. Okay.
The weatherman
is
he's a weather guru. He calls himself God Sampson.
Yeah.
And lets us know what's going on with
the
dams.
Okay.
With the dams. Simon, also, how's it?
Simon.
Hey.
Is that your guitar player?
No, that's my uncle.
Oh, it's your uncle. Oh, excellent. I like it. Oh, yes. Your mom's online as well. We really nice that your mother's online too. That's my, it's
Yeah.
my audience. You see,
Yes, for
the
sure.
parents,
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
the
for sure, for
parentals.
sure. The
Or
parentals.
what should you? But Luke, you've also been to, I mean, I know you guys sort of work as a team a lot, you know,
Yes.
and you just in the background on the drums most of the time.
Most of the time. I also get involved with a lot of the tech side. So
Yes,
I
yes.
run a lot of our backing tracks and
Okay.
sort of the tech behind the scenes.
Yeah. You play a lot of tracks as well.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
you've got your own tracks that
Like we
you
mix it.
made,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half of our set is tracks.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it helps. It just helps. And then, but then to have the live drums with that is great because it
Yes,
gives that live feeling. You know, that energy comes through. You know?
Yeah, and it also gives us an opportunity to kind of go off the cuff. We don't necessarily have to stick to the tracks.
Yes.
And that's one thing that we found a lot is that
once it finishes, you can still get.
Yeah, we can keep going. We can keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, Will Lindley, we did that for one of the songs.
Okay.
It's really cool.
Was he open for Will? Or you played with Will Lindley? You say was that what he came out here?
That was last year, August, I think.
It was full there.
August or September.
Yeah.
Music Kitchen.
Yeah, it was about
Yes,
450
Music Kitchen.
people. or
Ian.
so.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah,
legend.
It was amazing.
Ian
It was really
is.
amazing. Yeah.
Ian absolutely loves you. In fact, the first time I heard about you, Ian told me.
Oh, it's not Ian.
It's
nah,
like,
Shem,
just
Ian.
come on. You gotta check him out. You gotta see him.
No, that's
But that's
amazing.
Ian, his energy.
He's amazing. He's
It's
amazing.
incredible, man.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just take through what you guys with the band, sort of
For
the history of the band. I mean, when did you start writing your own stuff? Have you always written your own stuff?
Yeah. So my journey with music started when I was in high school. When I was 15 years old, grade 9.
Oh wow! Where were you in high school?
I went to Muir College Boys High School.
Muir College.
So for the old Muirites back
Hey,
in
they're all there, really.
Utenig, 8 and
Eightenach.
sorry.
Eightenach.
So I was like in arts and culture class. Our teacher gave us like a poetry assignment. And it was the first time I felt like I had found my thing, because like before, like I'd always like wondered like what's my thing, because I had other like kids had found sports as a thing, or they were quite great at academics or other cultural like activities, and I was always wondering what's my like where's my spot,
flank or lock?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's not you.
But like now I was like more so what's my position in life, and I came across writing. And I fell in love with it immediately. And I like friends who would like stay at the back of the classroom making beats and rapping at like behind the classroom. And I wanted to pursue like a rap career. That was where like it all started. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be like hip hop artist and just go for it.
Yeah.
But I think God had a slightly different plan with me. It was after my matric year. I had literally like given my entire life to God and to the church. I was a youth pastor back home in Utenig, youth pastor, leading youth and young adults and leading worship, and that's kind of where my taste in music also kind of changed as well.
And a lot of guys start in church.
For sure, because like that's where I started learning how to play an instrument. That's why I learned how to play piano and guitar, and how to play with people as well, how to play with bands and other instruments. And it was only when I moved out of Utenig in PE. Back in 2022, in 2022, I moved to PE, and I would ask, hey, like, what if I started writing my own music? And I came across my friend Robert Duffy, who's a producer here in PE. He goes by Wilma Heights. And I was like, hey, like, listen, Rob, I'm keen to make some music. And it took about a couple of months for us to actually meet. And the first song, I Find You There, came out last year in June. So it's only been a year since I've officially started. Literally, it's been like exactly a year right now that I've actually started. And I had my first performance last year on the 13th of July.
Wow.
That was only the first time. Yeah, and that was just literally, and that was just me on guitar.
I've already done 2 gigs with you.
Yes, So it's only been a year. So and that's kind of where it started. And I think from the time I started, I was like, hey man, I'd love to have people playing with me. And I started asking some of the guys at church if they're keen to play with me. Yeah, and that's how.
So let me from Luke's side, how did you meet him?
Through church.
Okay.
So we like
which one? Which church was it?
So we both go to Wilma Methodist.
Wilma Meths.
Yeah.
So that's with the Glovers.
Yes, that's correct,
with Debbie and you. Okay, and and met there, so started jamming there. Right? I mean, were you always playing drums?
Yeah, so I started playing, I think it is 2017 or 2018. I started playing at the church, and then played with pretty much all the people that were on worship teams. And then Booshle came along, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to join me for a gig that I'm doing?"
Really
and it started like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, and playing wise, I know you played with your dad before as well.
Yes, yeah. So I've recorded in the studio with my dad. I've also played a few live gigs with him. It's been loads of fun.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, I don't know if you feel like you because you're doing a lot of gigs now. You're doing pretty much. Are you doing a lot of regular gigs now, or you're just doing? Or have you focused on your own stuff?
Yeah, no, I think all my gigs have been kind of spaced out, depending on the bookings of.
When you
course,
say spaced out, you mean spaced out?
No. I mean like time wise. I mean time wise, like in terms of times. Yeah. So like usually it'd be festivals or opening for artists coming to play. Yeah. But I think because I need to kind of strike a balance between making time to play shows and also making music as well, because it's the music that's going to actually make sure that there's some progression happening in the career as well. Okay. So right at the moment I'm for now I kind of played my last shows for June, and then now I'm just focusing on just making music and preparing for the next shows in September. That are coming up.
So it's focused on your original stuff as well. Most of the time. Yeah. And your influences, the kind of thing you do, the vibe. I mean, what would you say?
Oh my word! I have a lot of local influences actually. So Matthew Moore is a massive inspiration for me. Definitely, he's one of my massive heroes in just making music. Jeremy Loops, I love how he does his live shows. Absolutely amazing. Will Lindley, Loyiso, who's also from my hometown as well. No, Loyiso Kichana.
Oh, Kichana.
Loyiso, yes,
different one.
Yeah.
Different Loyiso.
Different Loyiso.
Loyiso Balasman.
Yes, yeah. And obviously, overseas, the likes of Neon Dreams, Ty Verdes, Sam Henshaw, some guys that I listen to that I absolutely love. AJR is a new band that I started listening to a lot, and I admire their live sets. It's absolutely amazing. And but I just love playing live. But the music is it's a massive focus for me right now.
Okay, because and the longer you push it, it's going to succeed. It's the kind of thing.
Yeah.
How would you describe your musical style? I'm a punter coming to you.
For sure.
How do you describe that style?
So I would say if the easy answer would be indie pop. So the genre of music is
indie pop, independent pop,
somewhat type of thing. So it's kind of like alternative indie pop.
Yes, okay.
But the whole idea behind my music is that I really want to make music that's universal, that transcends beyond culture, language, and location. That people from different spaces can come and listen to my music and still relate. I think my heart behind the music is to bridge the gap between people from different spaces, from different cultures, different races, different backgrounds, different spaces. I mean, that's why I really liked playing at the Volksfeest, because I felt like I was showcasing a different part of South Africa to people that might not have experienced something like that. And that's kind of what my music is, but I'm kind of in a very experimental space right now. There's some poppy pop stuff, and then there's some Afro tough, and then there's some folk stuff that I have as well, some folk pop. But I try to kind of dabble, but within the indie alternative pop space.
Yeah, because I mean, with the drums involved as well. I mean, you get involved with the studio stuff as well, but
not terribly much. I've helped a little bit
bits and pieces.
I feel like this we kind of experimented a bit there just to see what kind of grooves would work.
And so I mean, I know that my son is doing all this Afro tech, this house music.
Yes.
Is there a crossover there as well with that DJ sort of thing?
There's only in a very slight space. I mean, there's this new genre called Afro pop, where it's a mixture of pop music, so of Western pop and an Afro beat, which is like a piano, like I'm a piano music or like house music, kind of like merged with modern day pop. But it is a very like niche, unique way of kind of putting music together. I haven't quite like. There's a song that I'm actually working on trying to merge those two things together.
So like a house music and sort of indie that can cross over.
There's always a way to make things work. There's always a way.
Because but I mean, I think the DJs also are very. It's got to be the purist, and I think the indie guys are also, it's got to be, it's got to be live, and it's got to be where's the DJ, it's so there must be a way of merging. It's just a matter of time, I suppose.
And just testing things out and failing and trying again.
Well, that's I think that's the secret is to fail again and do it. Okay, we're gonna play one of your videos for one of your gigs. We can maybe describe what's going on. I think you'll keep the mics on so we can chat about it while he's playing it. Let's. Tell us where it was and what it was.
So the video that you're about to see is actually my first headlining show that I hosted this year in March. Kind of like marking the big, like me beginning my journey in
so your launch.
Kind of like technically my second launch. So you're about to see like a video of me singing "Take Me Home." A song that's doing very well on digital platforms. People really like the song, and it was actually quite cool just to seeing how people were singing my verse back, like word by word. So the energy in this video is insane.
It's good.
Down by the river, I found you there. Don't let the water take your mind away. I see a future. Don't be afraid. We'll find a way. Your heart becomes my keys. You let me we'll take it slow. Hold on.
There's a keyboard there. Looks good though. There we go.
Take me home.
You can see you having a good time.
No, it was absolutely amazing. A lot of people discovered me through this video on social media.
Take me home.
I reckon that audience looks like a different.
Listen, it was absolutely amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much.
Oh my word, that was an incredible night.
Take me home.
Oh, fantastic! So you had a good run. You got a good run after that.
It was absolutely amazing. I really love that.
Oh man, it's like a gigs like that. Obviously you get the crap gigs, and you get the nice ones. Have you got any stories about gigs? Come on. So where things gone wrong and things.
Oh my word! Do you know what? I don't think we've had. Oh, there's one particular story actually where it was in Neisner. In Neisner, we played Corona Sunsets. It was kind of one of our bigger shows as well. It was a massive stage. Literally, 5 minutes before going on stage, one of my guitar strings. No. My guitar jack. Breaks loose. And so now I have to figure out, because then now if I put the jack in, it's going to it's gonna break everything. And so now we had to literally loose my guitar strings 5 minutes before going on, and then just getting inside, getting the jack, and then restringing it again, and then retuning again. Literally 5 minutes before going on.
And the whole time,
it was strings.
I think
so scary.
We were actually tuning it as he was walking on. So he walked on, greeted everyone. While he was tuning it.
And
then we stuck it around.
I was also on the way to Cape Town. Car just stopped working.
Of course.
So we were like, okay, so now what are we doing? But it was so that's just some. But otherwise, I think we've had crazy negative stuff, just some dodgy sound.
Well, no, but always, like I said, the good gigs make up for all of those. You do one good gig and you're on a high for the next 3 days. But then you also only as good as your last gig.
No,
Don't you
for
find
sure.
that?
No, definitely.
It's like the guys are. You just played your lights out. You've rehearsed for 6 months. And then you play the gig, and the guy's like, "Oh, when's your next show?" I'm like, "Hey,
I just prepared like, oh my word. Yeah.
When's your next show? Very good. Hey, great song. Yeah,
when's the next one?
It's like you chat GPT. You know, you're just gonna keep on pushing out.
Yeah.
When was your very first band performance? As the band?
I've actually got it there in the comments. It was at the 4 Winds.
Oh, there we go. Sean Ghost. Is that Sean? Yes, but
that
Sean.
was one of the first.
Sean Ghost. Now, Sean was my ex-boss.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Sean, the legend.
Oh yes,
he
I
ran
think
Pop Shop.
That was actually the first one.
Our
End of
first
August.
one.
It was either the first or the second.
Because no. So the 4 Winds. So if this is the one that I'm thinking about, it was when we were in that small section in the year. So it was me, Luke, and David. David Mitchell. He plays like electric guitar. So they joined me there because I think after this was Will and Lee. I think that was one of the first.
The next week.
The next week we played Will and Lee. So that was one of the first. So I think so that could have been It was slightly smaller than the Vultures.
The folk club is just the best for any live music.
Yeah,
I mean, I played my first gig at the folk club. Absolutely did. We did Gary Hemmings here was the chairman at the time.
Yeah,
and he did a Woodstock festival, and we played.
Yeah.
So many musos have had that audience. You go there, and those guys are they soak it up and they love it.
Yeah,
very nurturing.
For sure.
And Sean's one of those guys, absolute legend. Bass playing, guitar playing maniac who ran in the 90s and 80s, ran Pop Shop, Strand Music House, which was a base for so many musos. Coming in and out. And
well, it's actually crazy. Your mom just said something now. So what I actually started doing in the beginning, like I started doing pop-up shows around the city. So one of the first one that I did was in Victoria Park.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like a pop-up show. Next to VP, and there was about 70 people that just rocked up just for like a pop-up show.
So cool.
It was a beautiful day on the grass.
How did you advertise it? I mean,
that was just on social media. That was
social media.
So like I was like, yes, guys, I'm doing like a pop-up tour. I did a pop-up in PE. I did one in J Bay. I did one in Cape Town as well.
That's so cool.
Because I think like to get people to get to know who I am, it's kind of difficult to sell tickets when people don't know who you are.
Yes,
so
of course.
So like I definitely want to do like another one. I've done one in Sardinia Bay as well.
Yes,
were you not there?
I was there.
Yes,
I was there. Sardinia Bay. I flipping loved it.
Yeah.
You came with the speaker as the sun was going down.
And Nicky was playing drums as well.
You played some drums. And I see them sitting in the bush around the fire, and you got to do.
Oh yes, with Wilson. So, oh my word, funny story not funny story, but actually like incredible story. So that's a Wilson Assault series. So they are a YouTube show where they kind of take celebrities to some parts of the Eastern Cape and show them around basically and making like a series out of it. And there was one episode where I was helping out with cameras, and we were shooting with Kurt Darren. And I remember this was like in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. And we were on one of the days on off nights. We were sitting around the fire, and I was jamming on the guitar, kind of just singing whatever I was singing. And Kurt Darren was sitting and listening. And he was like, "Oh my word! Like you've gotten like such an incredible." But I was so nervous. I was
Kurt Darren,
because like I was singing like very quietly, hoping no one can actually hear me. And then he was like, "No, I mean, like sing louder, want to kind of hear more of you." And I started to sing, and I at that time I was like, I was never really thinking about music actually at all. I was like, I mean, I'm leading worship at church. I'm gonna like this is what I want to do. I want to become a youth pastor and kind of continue with that. And the guys at the Soul series, they were like very encouraging. They were like, before I even believed it myself, they were like, "Just go, dude, go for it." Like. Mrs. Cut that and just go do it type of thing because he wants to hear more of you. And it was crazy. Like a few years later, it's actually happening in both ways.
Are you quite focused? Is it difficult on stage? Is it difficult? Is you get like no? It must be just like so. Is he quite focused?
To be very honest, he gets very like one track mind on on stage. He's
Really?
all about the fans.
Yeah.
I mean,
Forget about what Luke's doing.
it takes a lot to get him to
Yeah.
turn around.
No, for
But
sure.
when he does turn around, that
Yeah.
smile's always there.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, listen, when I'm on platform, because like things that we prepare, like we take days and weeks to
Of course,
prepare.
of course.
And at that moment in time, I'm trusting my team so that they know
Yeah,
what they
of
do.
course.
And so I was like, hey.
Yeah.
And if something goes wrong, it goes. There's nothing I can
Those
do
are
about
the-
it. It's
anyway.
like I can.
Yeah.
So my only responsibility is to make sure that the people that are coming here to see me play are like they see me play.
Yeah.
And
You're always very friendly to the audience.
Yeah,
Always very, you can see you
yeah.
trying to like,
Yeah, no,
hey
for
guys,
sure.
I love you.
Yeah. No, I mean,
No, I
I
love
connect
it.
with these guys the whole time.
Yeah,
I'm not
no, of course.
with everyone else.
No, but that's good because the front man, that's exactly what the front man
Yeah.
should do.
Yeah.
And does your faith filter through your music as well?
Oh, for sure. It is literally the foundation of everything that I do. All my music is based on my identity in Christ, and it's something that I can't shake
Is there
or
pressure
can't lie
there?
about.
Does it give you a bit of pressure?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
If anything, it gives me strength. Obviously, it's challenging to make music independently and try to make a living from it. But God has been super faithful, and I'm proud of where He's taking me and how far He's taking me as well. I'm literally nothing, and I would be nowhere without Him. And so I think definitely, it plays a massive role. Plays a massive role in my music. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Although like my songs don't necessarily say Jesus, but there are undertones.
So in your lyrics, you do bring that in as well.
No, definitely.
I'd say probably your biggest song, if you get that undertone, is a song called Follow. It's
Follow,
one that we haven't recorded yet.
Okay,
it's one
coming.
We've saved it for live, but it's a really cool song that we kind of just turn things down a bit and kind of show who we are.
I mean, I've walked that road with Eminent Child as well, with Darren and Brad, where Darren and Brad were very focused on the Christian side, the message of the songs, and it's sometimes difficult because you, although you seem to have got the mix right, because if you get put into a box. You know, you want to put in the Christian music box, or you put into the normal. Is it secular or Christian?
Yeah,
you don't have to have that.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to be a box. It's just you.
Yeah, but like,
and I think the world is more understanding now than it was.
For sure, no, definitely. And you know what? Like I've learned just the biggest thing is actually about being your most authentic self, and not lying behind your desires or what you think people want to hear.
Yeah.
And I think for me, like, the songs that I write are quite honest, and they come from a very honest point of view. But there will be a time where I'll probably be over honest. For sure.
Do you think you're socially anxious as well? Do you think like too easy to want to please everybody?
No, you know, like it's a good question. I am a little bit. I mean, on the outside, I come off as very like social and very, but literally like. I can be a bit socially anxious sometimes, like especially for crowds as well. It can be a bit
overwhelming sometimes.
Sometimes, but I always teach myself to overcome those feelings because I know those feelings aren't forever. So I've practiced to be like, yes, I'm feeling like this, but I don't have to act like how I'm feeling. So
he definitely doesn't show it on stage.
No. But I think you enjoy that. I mean,
for sure.
You feed off that energy.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Biggest challenges that you faced?
That's probably one of the most difficult questions that I've tried to answer, because I think I never really see challenges as just opportunities for growth and just for me to get better. But I think just in terms of learning how the music industry works, and I think probably like not being able to do all the things that I want to do because of maybe financial like restraints or, but I think for me, I take everything as it comes, man. Every challenge is, for me, I see as a necessary challenge for where I need to be and where I want to be. So I don't think I've been faced with like an impossible challenge that I can't. I just see, hey man, okay, cool. Just tasks that I need to do. But I'm sure there's definitely things that are it's tough. I mean, it's tough. It is tough. Yeah.
I think at this stage of your life as well, you can probably take risks that older people couldn't take. You know,
For sure.
You haven't got
For
those
sure.
things that are tying you down.
No, for
really,
sure,
you
for
know?
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
you know?
no, for sure.
So you can actually
Yeah.
say, listen, I don't care. It's what have I got to lose here? Let's just go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Take that risk to do your own music.
No, for
Yes.
sure. Like that's. I mean, like I quit my
GoPro,
job.
you know,
I quit my job last in November.
What were you doing?
I was working. I was setting up marketing for Jack's Bagels.
Jack's okay.
Yeah.
John.
So, John and Jay Lee.
John,
Yes,
okay,
yeah.
What
So,
a legend. I'm going to get him on the show as well.
no,
sometime.
dude. Good luck doing that. He doesn't like. But I think like I've always been very like bold with the steps that I've taken, and my dad was watching at the moment.
Oh wow!
And they can tell you I've taken quite.
Your folks in Newton Egg.
My folks are in Newton Egg.
Okay,
that's correct.
Because the other thing is the Booshle thing.
Yes.
Tell me about the Booshle thing. Is it just
for sure.
because it's easy to?
No, so what had happened was that I was trying to think, okay, because I wanted to use my name for my artist name, because I was like, man, my name was Booshle. I wanted to be my most authentic self. But there's so many other artists named Booshle as well. Okay. So I was like, okay, like how can I make this a bit different? That's kind of very authentic to who I am. And what's incredible was that at my previous church, where Elim Church, most of the people how they would say my name was saying, hi Booshle, how are you doing?
Booshle.
And
it's very like it's like what Zuma missed go.
So I was like, you know what, to pay homage from where I come from. And also like a name that I used to hate people calling me. I was like, let me just turn it into good. And I was like, you know what?
That's a good.
Because like I used to be so annoyed with people like butchering my name, because it'd be Booshle, Bule.
Yes.
But I was like, you know what? I'll probably never get away from it. And
no.
But I was like, also, man, like it's Also,
so you reversed the process.
I was like, I know
it's fantastic. I love it. It's like when you take your favorite song and you make it your ringtone. I hate the song. So you actually reversed the process.
So now I'm learning to love my.
And he needs to call himself L-O-O-K.
Luke can listen. Luke can listen.
Luke can listen. Oh man, okay. I know we haven't got much time. We've got about 2 minutes left. Yeah, the cultural heritage, your cultural heritage playing
for sure.
music. Do you have any? Do you put it into your whole culture? I mean, what is it? What do you attach yourself to there?
Do you know what? I think it's more so like when I know a song is right was when I can feel the rhythm of it. Like for my live sets, like I'm quite on Luke when it comes to the drums type of thing. So like the drums make like the toms.
Where you play guitar.
So really like so more so like the rhythmic element is like it's in me. It's something I can't really take away. But like when it comes to genre wise, like I'm now like exploring with a few things just to kind of there's like 2 songs in particular that I'm exploring with that are very like have strong African influence. But that for me it's just more so like
I don't think you should be forced to do it's what comes from inside. It's you know nobody's otherwise it put you in a box.
For sure.
You're not in a box. You're not in a box. How do you see how do you hope to see that your future career sort of expands and goes forward?
Man, like I think the massive goal is to take the music around the world. I think I think for me
pack your bags, Luke.
I think there's an incredible message that I have to share, and to be a representative of South Africa across the world would be quite an incredible thing for me to achieve. So that's the goal with the music specifically. But I think right now I want to reach the rest of South Africa and just take it from there.
What are some of the themes and messages that you convey in your songs?
For sure. So right now at the moment it's all like the songs that are out about now. Like I have this saying that I just want people to feel alive again. So music that speaks to the inner self. I mean, like these days, my first song, Find You, there's a song about singing to my younger self. What would I say to my younger self?
Okay.
These days is a song about speaking about how we live in a world where there's so many options, yet we are the most generation that we don't know what we want type of thing. And Take Me Home is just like a hearty song. Home, wherever home is
nostalgia.
for you, that is where it is type of thing, whether it's a person, whether it's a family member, whether it's a dream, whether it's a career, whether it's a desire.
So that poetry, that poetry lesson that you did,
definitely.
Who's that teacher?
It was Ma'am van der Merwe. But her surname's changed now. I don't know what her surname is.
What a legend! And just, I mean, for that to spark this whole thing, you know,
for sure.
Let's have a quick look at the comments before you go.
For sure.
Thank you guys for joining us. I know
thank you so much.
It's been great. And look, he was slutting out those drums. I loved it. What I was hearing on the stage. Marion says she's watching from Geneva. Oh, my soul, my word. And Teto.
That's my dad.
Oh, wow. So you got to be proud of this man. Teto is amazing. All the best to you guys. He says, Kate, that's your sister.
Yes.
Excellent.
All the Palframans.
I know Kate. She went to matric dance with my son. She did. And Jackie, fantastic. Thank you, man. Nice to see you on the show again. Finally, again. So, I think you. I gave
we mentioned that off air.
Yeah. So you said that I gave you a set of drumsticks.
Yes. Yeah.
At a gig. Where was it?
It was the Creedence Clearwater Revival.
At the amphitheater.
Yes. Back in the day.
Well, I'm glad. You see what I did there? You see what I did there? Now? I've created this monster. Oh man, I see Simon also watching from Greece as well. Fantastic, man. But guys, thank you for joining us. It's been absolutely fantastic having you on, and best of luck. And I hope it goes really, really well. And I hope the radio stations are supporting you because those buggers. They must make sure that you guys get all the airtime that they can possibly give you.
Sure. Thank you so much, Gino.
And thank you for joining us. We've got a competition that we give away a Fitch and Leeds, a case of Fitch and Leeds. So we can do the compo. I don't know. You're going to do it, Gary?
There's Sean. Hello, Sean.
Sean Cornell. I see Sean Cornell as well as Sean Gous. Sean Cornell, of course, son of Clive, who is our repair guy back in the day. And Sean, I think, took over his business at the time as well. We're going to push the button for the lever for the winner. Whoever's online at the moment, we're going to give away the prize for the last bit of our Gino spot tonight. It's who's going to win it. Who's it? Brendan Kelly. No, Brendan hasn't won before. I don't think he has. He hasn't. So Brendan, you are the winner tonight. We'll send it to you, my brother. He hasn't won it. I think his wife won a long time ago. But thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
And thank you to Fitch and Leeds, our sponsors, Fitch and Leeds, and Verbia for our internet. And thank you to you guys for your time. Best of luck going forward.
Thank you so much.
Excellent, guys.
Thank you so much.
Man.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic to have you here as well. Cheers, guys. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.